Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going to be doing the last few battles of the pet rescue on a very low level account. As you can see, we're on our most recent Let's Play account, level 78. As far as kingdom upgrades, we only have all of the attack and magic up to level 10, every other one at level 3, and obviously no 5-star kingdoms. I don't even think we have a single 1-star kingdom, even at that. But we're going to be going through using one of the mid-tier teams from the teams video I ended up showing earlier. That'll be in the top right for any of you that might want to go check out the other ones. We're going to be doing the mid-range one, so it does use one legend, but if you do happen to have that legend, the rest of the team is just commons and rares. It is 2 commons, a rare, and the legend of Tesla. Double Dwarven Gate, Valkyrie, and Tesla. The Dwarven Gate gives a decent armor buff, and then gives a barrier to all other allies, as well as 5 mana to all other allies. What works pretty well with this team is every single thing on this team is divisible by 5, both the Gates, the Valkyrie, and the Tesla, making it really easy to use that strategy. The Valkyrie here has the blue generation that we're going to be needing for every other troop, and if you have the trait stones for it, really good to get it fully traded as well. You use Valkyrie for quite a few other teams too, so you're not really going out of your way to get any of these troops, as all of these are used within other teams as well. And we have a Tesla here, which is the main thing that kind of puts this team together. We can use any blue troop there, though it does work particularly well, especially with high stat troops that you're up against, to use a Tesla. Main reason for this is her damage is scaled off of all your armor, but it's also scaled based on all the enemy armor. And since the enemy is going to have a lot of armor due to having way higher stats than us, we'll be able to do that in order to do at least a decent amount of damage. As you can see, we have 0 traits on her, and you don't need a single one of them to really make this function. So let's get into it. Of course, we have up to level 80s now, and then we'll have the level 100s, both of which are like triple, quadruple our stats or something like that. But we should still be fine. So first things first, if we get a horrible starting board, we can of course just keep spamming the repick. As long as you get it done within the time frame, it doesn't matter how many times you battle them. You get infinite tries as long as you get it done within the time frame of whatever the time frame is. Bad that we're already taking damage on it, but if you do have the traits to fully trade it, is a common after all, so really cheap to trait. But it does have stone skin for 50% reduction, which should allow it to always negate out at least 1 to 2 hits, if not more. So right here, we'll just go move that down. Don't even really want that. We'll go barrier with the first one first, just so it doesn't even do anything. So we'll do that. As you can see, it then does 0 damage to us. It might end up hitting us again, but its skull damage is only going to be hitting for 22. That's not actually going to go and kill it. Plus, of course, we get the armor off the next cast. So we'll just go throw this down for now. Get a little bit of damage done. Of course, it's not doing anything too over the top, but we are starting to press at least a little bit of damage, and we'll just have to cast that several times. We'll need to keep barriering by casting the second one to make sure that our first slot doesn't die. Really important to keep both the gates alive if you can. Not the end of the world if it does go down, but you will start to die very slowly off of skulls as soon as it does. So the more you can barrier it, the better. Even right here, just trying to get the Valkyrie up would be a pretty good idea, but we'll just go get a Tesla here. Should be able to survive long enough. He doesn't really have any high impact thing that's going to be hitting it. As far as our banner, we are running with a +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown. The reason for this is the +2 red allows us to 2-turn Valkyrie even if we don't get a surge. This is particularly relevant early on in the game, like we are right now, mainly because our surge chance is so low. I didn't go and look at it before this battle, but I believe it's around 20 or 30% chance, which is pretty low. So obviously we'd want to have the guaranteed chance by simply taking 2 reds at 5 mana to make sure that we don't need a surge. Normally when I'm doing that later in the game, you'll see me not necessarily doing that strategy, but that's mainly because we have like a 60%+ chance that it will occur. But as you can see here, one more Tesla, and that is actually a match. It went even quicker than I thought it would. Of course I did all the other battles prior, but still. Yeah, that went down really easily. We'll see what the final battle is. Obviously, I haven't even done one of these yet on a lower level account, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, those stats are ridiculously high compared to our own, but we should be fine. Just need to get a really quick Valkyrie. And again, if we don't like this board, actually, we could go do it right now. Why not? We can go repick and maybe try getting into a better board. We have infinite number of those, as long as we get it done within whatever time frame it has. Well, that's a little bit better. We get a free turn red. So again, you can just keep restarting the game until you get a favorable board. You get no penalty for that whatsoever, as long as you get it done within whatever time frame is left. I think we have like 20 minutes left, or whatever it is at the moment. So we'll go throw down the gate. Of course, throw the second gate first, so when they take a skull, it doesn't take any damage. Do we go for another Valkyrie? I could technically go and keep them protected from that skull. I think I will. This seems a little bit of a waste, but I am going to go for it just to make sure that it doesn't take any damage whatsoever. Their skull damage is pretty high, so I don't want to take any chances here. I'll just go move that over. Get a free skull out of it too. Not like it does anything. 5 damage isn't really going to get us that far. He doesn't have any direct skulls to take, so I will throw Tesla here and then go for the second gate, which will go protect our first slot. Always do that first so it gets the barrier to keep it safe. And then that gives us Valkyrie right back. We'll throw that down, and we should pretty much be good to go. Take anything that's extra turns off the board before we throw the Tesla. He'll just take that skull. We already have barrier, so it'll do nothing. He'll hit a 0 when he does that. We already have this guy for full mana. What did he hit? Oh, he hit a Valkyrie. He didn't even do anything relevant. I'm actually going to throw the first slot first here because we already have barrier on him. So we're going to do that first. Now the barrier goes away. Then we put the barrier right back. And, oops, I forgot to take an extra turn, but it will. We'll go and take that, I guess, on the brown there. Get all of our mana going. And just keep going through that cycle until we win. And it's pretty much as simple as that. As you can see, he will be able to take a skull here. I think for once I am going to give that to him. We have so much armor built up at this point that it's not going to be that big a deal. So we'll go do that. And as you can see, one more cast, and that is the match. We'll go throw that one down, go through the other, and then we just Valkyrie into full mana. Hopefully we have alignment somewhere here. Yeah, we'll just do that on yellow. Ideally, you don't want to convert out yellow or red, obviously, but since we already won the battle, it doesn't matter much. That battle went even easier than the last ones, mainly because they have so much armor. Of course, their HP is also going up, but their armor is equally going up just about as much, so it's still just as easy as all of them. And there we are, getting the level. Hey, we're base 13. Look at that. 13's down the line. Isn't that bad luck? 13 or something? But yeah, we have, wow, 6 13s down the line. And there we go. Oh, and apparently the achievement's working now. I don't even have that on my main account, and apparently it's already working on this. Amazing. Anyways, let's go see what we get from this. Of course, we get all the baskets and stuff. Whoa! I don't even have that many on my main account of one pet. That is insane. We just got 4 luckies off of the baskets. Well, again, I guess it is pretty lucky. No, but yeah. Yeah, that is insane. That is 4 from baskets. I must be getting really bad luck on baskets on my main or something, because that is insane. 5 of them. That's almost enough to ascend it. Again, I don't even have one ascended on my main account. That's funny. But, yeah, there we go. And, of course, we can go and level this thing and all that. Unfortunately, this account has almost no food, so I can't really go do that. But we can go and decorate him with our new reward. Go to pets. 5 copies of it. Almost ascended. And we'll go give him his, wait, where do I go to put this on? Equip, and there we go, we got our little kitty. But anyways, guys, that will wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to do a quick one, just kind of showing off one of the teams, because I did show them earlier, but of course I didn't do it on a lower level account. Just wanted to kind of show that yes, it is definitely very much possible, and that actually worked a lot better than I thought. And of course, if you don't specifically have that team, of course, just go with Devours, go with Barrier Spam. Those are the 2 main core components that you should be using. If you need other things, try Entangle, try Mana Drain. And as long as you use those kind of really high impact spells that don't really care what their stats are, you'll be pretty much fine going through them. Might take several tries going through, but again, just keep repicking them, and you'll eventually get them down, and then you'll eventually get yourself a pet. But anyways, that's how you go and kill all 8 of them on a lower level account. If you still have any other questions or need team help or anything like that, feel free to leave the questions in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.